As part of the solutions, initially it would seem that you granted amnesty to militants in your state. How effective was that?
Very well, it was effective. It also helped in curbing the issue of herdsmen, farmers classes. But it was a general program to arrest the criminals in our society. It was very effective. We were able to recover more than 700 rifles from these criminals, thousands of ammunition, and also several explosives. More than 900 of the youths came to embrace the amnesty program. Just about 2 weeks ago, the UNDP and the German government came and destroyed these weapons that were recovered from these criminals. And there is a program of, we're going to train those who came forward to embrace the amnesty and then integrate them properly into the society. That is ongoing. Though we've noticed that some of them have gone back, but as of today, we have adopted the stick approach. And so what we're doing is to go after all the criminals in the society, especially those who are armed. Wherever you're heard, you'll be dealt with. And today in Benue State, I can assure you that the state is relatively calm. We have not witnessed rampant cases of kidnappings, killings, assassinations, and armed robbery the way it used to be. Even courts in the state know that we're on red alert and we're ready to deal with them.
But
so
you recently declared one of the militants whom you forgave, and you were celebrated because it was seen that that was a big arrowhead, exactly. Like you rightly pointed out, yes. Ghana, as it's popularly called. Yes. You revoked the amnesty that you granted to him. What caused the fallout? He
alone returned 87 rifles in one day, very sophisticated weapons that he returned with several explosives and ammunition. And we gave him, and for a start, I even gave him a contract to be collecting revenue, and that was meant to also lure some of his lieutenants to join him so that they don't go back into their criminal ways. But unfortunately, we discovered that he came and killed my senior special assistant on special security, who discovered his evil deeds because he took that amnesty program as a shield to hide and continued in criminal activities. He was discovered to have been involved in cattle rustling, armed robbery, and kidnapping. And when my senior special assistant on special security discovered this, he sent gunmen to kill him. So,
but that must have been known to the state before you decided to grant amnesty. They were not called militants for nothing.
Well, we thought they repented genuinely. This is a man who even invited us to a church program and knelt down on the altar of God and confessed that he will not go back into his criminal ways.
Oh, you're saying this happened after?
Yes,
the amnesty was
program.
Granted. But you say that your state special assistant, you said that he's late now, discovered that he committed these atrocities. These atrocities must have been known before he was granted amnesty.
Of course, they committed this before he was granted amnesty. We thought he became a good citizen. But he went back to his old ways and was using the amnesty we granted him as a shade to continue his criminal ways. That was why we now told him, when we discovered that he was responsible for killing my senior special assistant, I told him to hand over himself to the police. And he said, no, he will not. And then went back to the wild. But I can assure you we're closing on him. Most of his residents have been arrested, have been dealt with, and we have recovered a lot of weapons because he was not sincere in the first place. Because we discovered that he hid a lot of weapons away from the amnesty program. And so we are closing on him, and we believe that by the grace of God, we'll soon arrest him.
Let's quickly talk about your directive to farm workers. So just before we go there, the 7,000 people that were displaced as a result of the crisis in Agatu, what is their fate now?
It is an unfortunate development. We're waiting for support. We're in an era,
still been no support?
In a reception. We have done the little we can at our own level. But here is a state that is more of a civil service state. We are barely paying salaries. We are owing salaries. We cannot pay salaries as our when due. So it becomes a very big problem. We have done little we can. We have had support from good-spirited individuals and groups and international donors.
What about the Victim Support Fund?
Well, it has not gotten to us yet. We have made a presentation, and they came to see us. We are waiting for help. And it's not just in Agatu. The devastation in Agatu was also caused by this same militia herdsmen group in Makudi, in Guma, where there is my own local government. Even my own ancestral home was destroyed. You know, in Taka, in Buruku, in Kwande, where a whole council ward are no longer residing there. The herdsmen have taken over that place. But it's something because it's at the border of Taraba State. Myself and my colleague in Taraba were discussing one, to resolve the issue of the boundary dispute we have there, and then we can go in with our security agencies to handle the matter.
Now, that impact, I mean, the directive you gave to state workers to go to their farms on Friday, is it still on?
Well, it is on. We did that for July and August to go back to farm. Now,
that was
during cropping.
Okay.
Now it is harvesting. In fact, my Wednesday State Executive Council meeting, we also deliberate and agree to also resume the holiday for Fridays for the month of November and December so that people can go and harvest. But it has been a huge success. I can assure you that if you lack food, just come to Benue this time.
What impact has it really had on state revenue, for instance?
Well, we're getting into the harvesting period until that is done. But the yield for this year is going to be great, and that will definitely have an impact on our economy.
Well, Governor Samuel Ortom, thank you so much for coming on Hard Copy, and our condolences to the families of those who have lost loved ones as a result of these clashes between farmers and herdsmen. Well, that's the program today. To send us your thoughts, do tweet at CTV Hard Copy or send us a mail at hardcopy@channelstv.com. Thank you for watching. I'm Maupe Ogun.